Have you ever noticed your hands or feet feeling a little colder than usual, even when the room is warm? Or maybe you found yourself getting tired faster, or your legs feeling a little heavier after a walk that used to be a breeze. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, changes in our circulation can sneak up on us, quietly, slowly, and often without us even realizing what's happening. But here's the good news: it doesn't have to stay that way. You see, our bodies are incredibly resilient, especially when we give them the right kind of support. And one of the simplest, most natural ways to keep your blood flowing well and your heart happy? It's through food. Not just any food, but functional foods, those nutrient-rich bites that do more than just fill you up. They actually help your body function better in specific ways. Today, we're talking all about the ones that help improve circulation, especially for those of us who are in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. So, if you're someone who wants to feel more energized, keep your heart strong, reduce the risk of blood clots, and maybe even warm up those chilly toes, you're in the right place. Grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's dive into a few foods that are like a little tune-up for your bloodstream. Let's start with one that's been around for centuries, and you might even have it in your kitchen right now: beets. Now I know, not everyone's a fan of their earthy taste, but trust me, these little root vegetables are powerful when it comes to circulation. Beets are rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That's the stuff that helps relax and widen your blood vessels. Think of it like turning a narrow, bumpy back road into a smooth, open highway. Your blood just flows better. Even better? You don't need to eat a mountain of beets to feel the benefits. A small glass of beet juice in the morning, or a few slices roasted with dinner, can already start supporting healthier circulation. Some folks like to blend them into smoothies with apples or carrots to mellow out the flavor, and that's a great option too. If you've got a garden or a local farmer's market nearby, fresh beets are easy to come by, and you can even use the greens. They're full of vitamins and minerals on their own. Speaking of things you might already have at home, let's talk about garlic. That little bulb is more than just flavor for your pasta, it's like a natural medicine cabinet all on its own. Garlic contains compounds like allicin that have been shown to help reduce blood pressure and improve blood flow. It works by encouraging your blood vessels to relax, which means your heart doesn't have to work quite as hard to pump blood around your body. Now, the best part? You don't need to eat raw garlic cloves like a daredevil to get the benefits. Just make sure you include it in your cooking regularly. Add it to soups, sauces, or sautéed greens. And here's a little tip: when you chop or crush garlic, let it sit for about 10 minutes before cooking. That gives the healthy compounds time to activate. It's a small trick, but it can make a real difference. Alright, so we've got beets and garlic in our circulation supporting corner. But there's another food that's often overlooked, and it's as sweet as it is helpful. Dark chocolate. Yes, really. A little bit of good quality dark chocolate, we're talking at least 70% cocoa, contains flavonoids that help improve the function of blood vessels. It also helps reduce inflammation, which can stiffen arteries and make blood flow more sluggish as we age. Now, before you go reaching for the candy aisle, this isn't an excuse to eat a whole bar every day. But a small square or two of dark chocolate in the afternoon can actually be part of a heart-healthy routine. Maybe with a few almonds or a slice of orange to balance it out. It's a treat that feels indulgent, but it's doing real work behind the scenes to support better circulation. You might be noticing a theme here. Many of the best foods for circulation are simple, whole foods you can find at any grocery store. Nothing exotic, nothing hard to pronounce. Just real food that nourishes your body from the inside out. And the beautiful thing about that is, it's not about perfection. You don't have to overhaul your whole diet overnight. Even adding just one or two of these foods into your weekly meals can start to shift things in the right direction. And when your blood is flowing well, you feel it. Your energy picks up. Your hands and feet feel warmer. Your memory gets a little sharper. It's like your whole body starts to hum along more smoothly, and that's a feeling everyone deserves, especially as we get older. Now that we've covered a few flavorful favorites like beets, garlic, and dark chocolate, let's keep going, because there are even more foods that can give your circulation a gentle boost and help you feel like your best self, from the inside out. From the inside out. One of those is something a lot of people overlook, but it's one of the most powerful functional foods out there: fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Now, if you grew up with a family that cooked fish regularly, you probably already know how satisfying and comforting a good piece of grilled salmon can be. But what you might not know is just how good it is for your circulation. These types of fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and those little fats are absolute gold for your blood vessels. They help reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, and prevent your blood from getting too sticky, which lowers the risk of clots. Think of omega-3s as the oil that keeps the engine running smoothly. When your body gets enough of them, everything just flows better. If you're not a big fish eater, that's okay, there are options. You can try fish oil supplements, or even plant-based sources like flax seeds and chia seeds, though the omega-3s in those aren't quite as strong as the kind you get from fish. Still, they're a great place to start if you're easing your way in. Now let's talk about something warm, soothing, and perfect for those chilly mornings: green tea. This gentle drink has been cherished for centuries, especially in Asian cultures, and it turns out, it's doing more than just warming your hands. Green tea is packed with antioxidants, particularly something called EGCG, which has been linked to better circulation and healthier arteries. It's also known to help keep blood pressure in check, and the light caffeine boost can give you just enough energy without the jitters that come with coffee. If you're used to your morning coffee, you don't have to give it up completely, but maybe try swapping it out for green tea once in a while and see how your body responds. Many folks find it helps them feel more steady, clear, and calm throughout the day. Another functional food that doesn't get enough credit is the humble citrus fruit: oranges, grapefruits, lemons. These are bright, cheerful, and bursting with vitamin C and flavonoids that help strengthen blood vessels and improve circulation. One of the key compounds in citrus, called hesperidin, has been studied for its ability to support healthy blood flow, especially in older adults. A glass of fresh orange juice in the morning, a few slices of grapefruit with breakfast, or even a warm mug of lemon water can all be small ways to support your heart and your circulation. And besides the health benefits, there's just something uplifting about that fresh, tangy flavor, like a little burst of sunshine in your day. Now, while we're talking about fruits, let's not forget berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, they're more than just tasty little treats. These fruits are packed with antioxidants that help protect your blood vessels from damage and keep them flexible. When your vessels are flexible and strong, your heart doesn't have to push so hard to get the blood moving, which means better energy, better brain function, and less strain on your body overall. And here's a fun idea: try adding a handful of berries to your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Not only does it taste delicious, but you're also giving your circulation a boost first thing in the day. You could even keep frozen berries on hand and toss them into smoothies or stir them into a bowl of warm cereal in the winter months. They're easy, affordable, and powerful. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that none of these foods work like magic on their own. It's really about consistency. Adding one or two of these foods here and there is a great start, but the real magic happens when you make them part of your regular routine. A bit of garlic in your cooking, a few cups of green tea during the week, fish on your plate once or twice, that's when the benefits start stacking up. And don't worry about being perfect. This isn't about following a strict diet or giving up everything you love. It's about adding good things in, little by little, until they become a natural part of how you take care of yourself. After all, taking care of your body doesn't have to feel like a chore. It can actually be enjoyable, especially when the food is flavorful, comforting, and doing something kind for your health. It's also worth saying, when your circulation improves, you may notice more than just warm hands and feet. People often feel more alert, sleep better, and even notice a difference in how their skin looks. Why? Because blood flow affects everything. It's how your body delivers oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. So when that system is working well, the results ripple out in ways you can feel, and even see, in your daily life. So far, we've talked about a beautiful mix of foods, some sweet, some savory, some warm and cozy, others fresh and zesty. And each of them is working behind the scenes to help you feel more alive, more energetic, and more in control of your health. Let's keep going. Feel your best every day. One of the easiest ways to keep that momentum going is by adding more leafy greens to your plate. Spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, these vibrant greens are packed with nutrients, especially something called nitrates, which, just like in beets, help your blood vessels relax and widen. That makes it easier for blood to flow through, reducing strain on your heart and keeping everything moving the way it should. Now I get it. Some folks think greens are boring or hard to cook, but that couldn't be further from the truth. You can toss a handful of spinach into just about anything: scrambled eggs, soups, sandwiches. Try a warm kale salad with a little garlic and olive oil, or add arugula to a bowl of pasta for a peppery kick. The idea is to make it easy, so it fits naturally into what you already enjoy eating. Your body will thank you, and your taste buds won't mind one bit. And while we're on the topic of flavor, there's another ingredient that adds both taste and circulation support: turmeric. You might recognize it by its bright golden color, often used in curries and teas. Turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful compound that helps fight inflammation in the body and improves blood vessel function. If you're dealing with stiffness, swelling, or joint pain along with poor circulation, turmeric might be a real friend to you. It works best when paired with a little black pepper. This helps your body absorb it better. You can stir turmeric into a warm glass of milk before bed. Many people call it golden milk. Sprinkle it onto roasted vegetables, or mix it into rice dishes. It's a small addition with big benefits, especially for circulation and overall wellness as we age. Now, before we wrap up, let's not forget one of the simplest, most satisfying foods of all: nuts. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and even peanuts are full of heart-healthy fats, vitamin E, and magnesium. These help improve the elasticity of your blood vessels and keep your cholesterol levels balanced. That means smoother blood flow, healthier arteries, and better energy. A small handful of nuts makes a great snack, just enough to satisfy your hunger without weighing you down. Try adding them to your morning cereal, blending them into smoothies, or keeping a little jar on the counter for an easy mid-afternoon nibble. They're portable, delicious, and doing good work inside your body. Of course, it's not all about what you eat, it's also about how you feel. When you start fueling your body with foods that support circulation, something changes. You feel lighter. Your steps get a little easier. Your thoughts feel clearer. And you begin to realize that growing older doesn't mean slowing down, it just means learning to listen more closely to what your body really needs. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all the advice out there. One day it's one thing, the next day it's something else. But when it comes to circulation, the truth is actually pretty simple. Real, whole foods, rich in color, full of life, are some of your greatest allies. You don't need fancy powders or expensive supplements. Just the basics. Beets, garlic, greens, berries, fish, citrus. The kind of food your grandparents probably ate. The kind that's been nourishing people for generations. And if you're feeling unsure about where to start, just pick one or two things that sound appealing. Maybe it's a hot cup of green tea in the morning instead of coffee. Or a side of roasted carrots and beets with dinner. Maybe it's trying a piece of dark chocolate instead of reaching for a cookie. These little changes aren't about perfection, they're about progress. The most important thing to remember is that your body is still listening. Even now. Even after 60. Every time you give it something good, it responds. Every time you make a choice that supports your health, your body gets stronger. It's never too late to make a shift. Never too late to feel better. Never too late to start. So go ahead, open your fridge, look at your next meal a little differently. Ask yourself, what's something small I can add that supports my circulation? You might be surprised at how quickly your body says thank you. And if any of these tips spoke to you, if you've tried some of these foods and noticed a difference, or if you have questions about how to start, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Every person who shares helps someone else feel encouraged, and that's what this community is all about, lifting each other up. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. We've got more simple, practical tips to help you feel strong, healthy, and full of life, no matter your age. Here's to better circulation, more energy, and waking up each day with the confidence that you're doing something kind for yourself. Because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to move with ease. And you deserve to enjoy every single step of this journey. Here's to living your best life at any age.